Coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Well, Julianne, Val, Gary Spots there. Hello, Gary. John, I see Ashley is back in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you, Ashley. What a wonderful mother you have. Denise. Hello, Denise. A little twisted. Everybody. Nice to see everybody there. Let's see what else we got here. I don't want to forget anybody here. Amy, WC. Thank you, Amy. So, yes, Crystal. What are you up to, Crystal? Are you eating your peanut butter Reese's stuff? Nah, I just thought I'd ask. Rosemary, nice to see you in the house. Griff, long time no see. Nice to see you there. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the ones that do not know, I am still not up to power. And I do apologize. But however that is, that Ame is going to participate in some readings tonight. Yeah, I see that. No, interesting. Welcome. I don't have my soundboard hooked up. Yeah, but that's what I thought it was. That it's the. Do you see that stuff around my head, Angela?
Yes, I do.
It's energy, and I noticed that right before we went live. So welcome everybody. I'm still underneath the weather. I'm not up to 100%, but Ane is going to step in with Angela and provide some short readings. And welcome, Joyski. Nice to see you there. Yeah, I know, Julianne. I was like, she offered. I didn't even ask Julianne. I'm like, yes, that'd be great. I'll hit the buttons and sit back. However that may be, there are a couple of people like Ashley and some other ones I do want to talk to. After they get their reading. Welcome, Sam, Quentin. How are you doing there? So if you're not following us on TikTok, make sure and follow us on TikTok, Bigfoot Outlaw. Now, I did get into Arizona Friday, and unfortunately, I did get food poisoning. And I am putting you guys in line, just to let you know. If you do want a reading or whatnot, please put your name out there. Ashley, send me a message on Facebook to Grizzly Chris. I actually want to bring you on the show and talk to you in person. And I'll be back out there on TikTok starting tomorrow night sometime. But you got to remember, I'm 3 hours difference. I am 3 hours behind. And that is really messed up with the show schedules.
We're Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, Pacific. See, I'm trying. But yes, Liana, I've got you. Yes. But Ashley, just to make sure, and if I'm talking loud, people, just remind me because I'm not with my headsets or my mics. That's a little different. So interesting. Angela, what have you been up to?
Oh, it's been exciting. I went to Hidden Marietta, and of course that's the Anchorage Mansion in Marietta. It's an Italian style mansion, and I do my readings there, and it is a haunted mansion, and it's a beautiful, beautiful mansion. The spirits are always very welcoming there, and I did quite a few readings. It was a great time, wonderful, and they've done more work to the mansion. They put a beautiful garden out front. They restored the front of the original facade on the front. So you now have a double entrance. When you go in, you have this beautiful doorway. It's an archway that you walk through. And now you can see where she had her plants. The original one that she had her plants, originally she had English ivy growing up the side. And
I love English ivy.
Oh, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And then they're doing it a little bit at a time, and it's gorgeous. It's just all the wood is amazing, all the woodwork, and they refurnished the doors, and they have handmade doors now on the second entrance of doors. It's so beautiful. And I can't wait.
Everybody's agreeing with you. It does sound beautiful, Rosemary. For our audio listeners on iHeart, Spotify, and Google, and Apple, it is. Welcome, Joyski, and everybody. Welcome, Dirt Road, Bigfoot. Nice to see you in the chat. I was just thinking about you. as I was driving to Arizona. I won't discuss it on the air because you'll turn red and we'll both be laughing. But let's talk about, before we get into some readings, about your paintings and what you do with those. I'm always intrigued about those.
Oh, you're talking about my paintings?
Yes.
Okay, so my paintings, what I do is I am a psychic artist, so I will pick up spirits, and I see spirits, and I hear spirits, and they'll also show me images. So I paint either what the spirits look like, or paint what they show me to show people. And there's often be messages and symbols in the artwork. And you can always go to my Facebook page, Angela Bowley, Psychic Portrait Artist, and you can see my artwork. And some of them are, they have the different range, different styles. And sometimes I notice that I will be in a painting in a style completely foreign to me because I'm channeling the images. And sometimes those spirits want the artwork done in a specific style or have a specific look to it, and some are very dramatic and very, I would say, very dark, and others are very cheerful and very loving and very kind and very hopeful, the hopeful message. And right now, the painting I'm working on is just full of teddy bears. Yes. Because there's a painting I'm doing it's based on a tulpa who is attached to my teddy bear. And
Really?
he's manifested paranormal phenomenon for over 45 years now. Knocking, tapping, speaking out loud. He's kind of goofy. He thinks it's his job to make people happy and cheer people up. And he's an unusual looking teddy bear. He's blue with red eyes. And I included in this painting, and I put in all the personalities that he manifests. Like he's got a lot of goofy personalities to him, like childlike personalities, and a little bit prankish sometimes, and just goofy. So I'm doing a painting on that right now. And I also just finished up with a painting people were rather impressed with the recurring nightmare I was shown, and the Holy Spirit said, you're going to keep seeing this until you figure it out. So I've been having this recurring nightmare, and it's basically the sun turning black and then everything kind of dissolving in this solar storm, this black solar storm. And I painted that, and I'll send the message out. So yes.
Ashley, I did see your message fly across the screen, Ashley. However, Ashley, what is your Facebook name? If you put that down, because I'm not seeing it. I checked my spam. I've got my security settings pretty high, but I do look through that. Amy WC, for audio listeners, so on Spotify, is asking, Angela, what do you mean by black holes in the sun?
What I mean by that is that when I looked up at the sky, the sun literally turned black.
Wow.
And there was just a little bit of a red glow left on the outside of it. And then when that happened and there was no more daylight, this tremendous blackness overcame the earth, and it was looked like a black sandstorm coming, just encompassing the whole planet. And everybody that got encompassed by the darkness were taken apart atom by atom, quantum level. They just dissolved into this darkness. But at the end of it, after all that passes, it's in a different world. It's like we switch dimensions, and it's a much more beautiful version of Earth, but it's in another dimension, or just our consciousness shift. Our bodies are gone, but our consciousness shifts to another universe. It was very fascinating. It's been recurring for many years. And I was told to go ahead and share that with people and to show that painting. What I do when I do in private readings, I will see and paint people's spirit guides and pass along the message from their spirit guides as I'm painting. And I also do past lives. A lot of times they'll talk about their past lives. The spirits will talk about their past lives of the person, and the spirit animals will come through. Other connections, will come through. Sometimes, it's plants. Sometimes these plant, spirit world, the plants come through with their messages and their symbols. And so all sorts of wonderful readings. And because those spirits that are around us, the angels and our family members, or even our friends from our past lives that come forward. They're looking out for our good. They're looking out for our good and helping us to be our best and true selves.
That's interesting, because a lot of people don't understand that. I know what psychic portraits are. I do find them fascinating and how you do them. Because you actually do those on fairs and conventions too, correct?
Yes, I do. I go to psychic fairs. There's one coming up that's called Hidden Marietta. That's a paranormal fair. And there's another one I'm doing in Columbus called Mystics and Marvels. That's a 2 days event that's at the Franklin Fairgrounds. And I stop in at the Healing Brew and at the Anchorage Mansion on a regular basis and do readings there. And there's one that may be coming up in August where I may get to do psychic sessions and readings at a winery.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yes.
Welcome back, Kayla. Nice to see you. She is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have the applause button. My board's not hooked up. We're running on my field equipment. I didn't know that you cannot. I did. I actually just sent it, Ashley. Cannot do a hotspot on my iMac to run the show. I guess it draws too much. I guess from the Wi-Fi off the cell phone. So we're on my laptop, which we're glad to be here. So thanks everybody, and I really appreciate you guys for all the prayers and the great kindness when I'm not feeling well. It really, really cheered me up. And I do apologize for not answering everybody the past couple of days. When I say I'm pretty bad, it was pretty bad. The only thing I could do was barely walk around and eat and sleep and try to hold down liquids. So, but thank you, everybody. It means a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, so Ashley, check your messages, and let's get started here. Jessica, check your messages. You too, I want you to come on the show. And also, if you are a TikTok subscriber, yes, Kaylee, send me a message on Grizzly Chris on Facebook. And I'm going to send you a link and bring you on the show and talk to you. But if you are a subscriber on TikTok, we talked about the extra benefits behind the scenes. Me aggravating the fire of Anne in the morning when she hasn't had her coffee. And behind the scenes where we're filming and going to be filming. It's TikTok. Yeah, it's a Bigfoot Outlaw. Starting tomorrow night. I feel a whole lot better. Hey, Greg. Sorry, Greg. I'm trying to get back on my feet, so I will get with you. All right, here, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here. And we'll start with Rosemary. Angela, I'll let you do the lead on that one, huh?
All righty. Let's see. We'll see these guys. Okay, Rosemary. I apologize for the switch glasses. I'd switch to my old glasses because my new glasses, the coating's coming off. So I'm wearing my old glasses and I can hardly see. But the first rune I got here is Feyu. So Feyu is the rune of money. It usually is a cow. It's we can represent here. Feyu is where we get the German word ku, and then Old English Fey for cow. And there's even in Germany, the Saxon dialect, Vieh, the word for cow, comes from this rune. It means money. What this rune is giving me the impression on is that I see a little bit of money coming in. It's just a little bit of disposable income, a little bit extra that comes in. It's meant as a gift and as support, and I don't give financial advice at all, but the rune was saying me, this was showing me something to hold on to. Something to hold on to that you can actually put aside for when you really do need it. So the next rune I got is Berkana. So Berkana, this is the female protector, the goddess Berkana. Usually represents the birch tree, represents protection, the nurturing, motherly aspect. This rune's making me feel like you have that aspect, that you are very nurturing, that you are very motherly, that you are very maternal and protective. And the next rune I have here is Yara. So Yara is where we get the English word year from, and it literally means 1 year, but it also means harvest. What I'm getting off of that, you have blessings coming to you, and it's what you've put in, all that love, all that positive energy that you put out is coming back to you. So you're going to be reaping a great deal of blessings coming to you. A great harvest is coming for you, for all the good that you put out. A great reward is coming.
Very interesting. I do see what you're talking about there. A great energy. And One, what do you see?
I see that there's going to be some changes. Definitely, it's like an ending of a chapter in your life, and you're working very hard. And through this work, it looks like an opportunity is going to definitely be brought to you, which will be leading you to definite happiness and pride in yourself for working so hard at something that you've been definitely wanting and trying to manifest. So, I hope that helps.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Welcome, Annette, and everybody. And also, I don't want to say your name wrong, Mariana. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. And yes, Mariana, I do have you in line. So, yes. Hello there, Annette. Long time. So, yes, welcome. I don't have my applause button. I love my sound effects, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, okay, here. Let's see who's next. Julianne. There you go, Angela.
Julianne Guthrie. Simpson. I'm sorry. I'm the old glasses. I can't hardly see out of them. But
Sie sprechen Sie Deutsch, ja?
ja, sprechen Sie Deutsch.
She says I talk Greek, so she always asks me, what am I saying? And it's like, am I speaking Greek or something?
No, we're speaking Deutsch and German. So, sprechen Sie Deutsch. So I speak, him and me speak German to each other sometimes. So, Julie, let's go ahead and bring up the first rune. So the first rune that I just dropped on the floor, and I won't pick up. So I was going to lead to these stones for you. So these stones in particular, this type of stone is related to courage and protection. This is Pertho. So Pertho is the die cup. It represents the future, the unknown. What I'm getting off of this, it feels like you're coming into a cycle of good luck, or before you've had like kind of a streak of bad luck. This is telling me that you're going to have a streak of good luck now. It's coming for a circle. You're going to get a streak of good luck, good protection. Next rune I got is I was. So I was is death and regeneration. What I'm feeling off of this is that you've already gone through your death, and now you're in the regenerative stage, and you're becoming a new person. It's like you've grown considerably, you transformed. Now you're this brand new person. It feels more empowered, more confident. You feel better. The next rune I have, last rune I got, is land goose. So land goose is the rune of growth, healing, water flow. And I'm getting off of this a good flow, like a good energy, good creativity, good healing. And this, it's like you're in a good vibe, in a good place. So absolutely very positive reading.
Yes, very enjoyable. I love the energy. Very interesting. And Julianne, it seems like, I don't know, are you still working with Ashley? Because I don't know, when I see a cobblestone road, right? A cobblestone road tells me that there is a path that you're laying down that you're working on. She's getting me a fan because you can tell I'm losing my color. It's interesting because it seems like you're developing your abilities, but it seems like you are still in fear of some things. I don't know why that is. However it may be, you're going to overcome that, and it will come to be. You're not working with Ashley. I thought you was. If you're not, maybe we need to hook you up with her. I don't know. It's interesting because I see y'all working together. So that's why I assumed you was. So maybe it's something that we need to put in an alignment for you to talk to her. Julianne, have you talked to her at all? Ash? Just debating on doing readings. Well, let me tell you how I got started on mine, right? I didn't want to do readings. That's why I have Angela, Anne, and Peter, and everybody else, because I showcase them. And somebody, I'm not going to mention who, chickened out on her first show, and I didn't know I got stuck doing them the first 45 minutes, and I about had a meltdown. And people kind of came unglued, and they were like, "What the hell, Grizz? You didn't tell us." I did them on my podcast. Okay, interesting. So maybe that's something that you're going to start up then, and that's probably why I'm seeing One's going to jump in on this.
I see you definitely having a new beginning in a financial situation and a work situation. It's creativity. It's saying you have something, a great foundation for it. All you need to do, hon, is make the decision. Once you make that decision, I see you moving into smoother times, and it's going to be probably around the time frame of Cancer or Scorpio. So I see you definitely moving forward and owning it. I feel like once you're very grounded, and once you start figuring out exactly what you want and how you want to do it, it's all about making a decision and figuring out what you want. It's also going to blossom and bloom for you. But you have a great foundation for it, so do not doubt yourself.
So, Julianne, unfortunately, I see that you just hit one of our sponsors on a commercial. I do apologize. But it also helps us with the Psychics and other shows. However, go back and rewatch it. If we need to have a conversation later on this week, when I feel a little bit better, Julianne, I will. Maybe that's something I could put a spot on with you guys on another night. I don't know. We'll give it a whirl and we'll talk, see what happens. Thank you, Annette, for liking, sharing, and following. Thank you. Yeah, definitely go back, because when I was talking, so the people that don't know, I get images, and it's like, I don't know what it's called, Angela. Maybe you can tell me. Remember back in the old days, you go up to the glass thing, and you turn that thing, and it'll go click, 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 and all those pictures.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I get some of my stuff. And that's why I thought she was working with Ashley, and because I saw them working. And Anne over here was like pointing at her cards, below the camera, and I was like, take it. She's got it laid out. So once again, that's validation with three people. So definitely listen to what everybody's saying. And and if we need to have a talk, Julianne, come to TikTok tomorrow night sometime. You'll see me go live, and we can talk there. Yeah, absolutely. Interesting. All right, next up, my Lord, Ashley, how are you doing? Kaleidoscope. Thank you, Standing Stones. He is my fact checker. So
Viewmaster when I was a kid.
Not Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is the one.
Kaleidoscopes is Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, right? Yeah. Everybody's going to make fun of us. We're never doing these weird gangster signs. Amy, I got you in line, so don't worry, I got you. So Ashley, tell me a little bit about yourself, because your energy is very strong. And I wanted to talk to you Sunday, but there was no way in heck that was happening. I'm sorry. I don't even think I was up probably more than maybe an hour total.
I'm just glad you're feeling better, and thank you for having me up.
No. Hey, thank you, and I appreciate everybody's kind words and prayers. So the reason I wanted to talk to you, and it's interesting, I see the cobblestone road with you too. What is that referencing, this cobblestone road? What are you trying to work on towards a goal, or are you trying to manifest?
A little bit of both.
Such as?
Just progressing in life and career, and
all right. So when you start talking, okay, and we never talked, and I know you're new to the show, I see a lock. When I see a padlock, that means it's personal, and I stop. We only tell enough information to make sure that I know, that you know, that I know, that we know, that you and me are on the same path, and I know what you're thinking. So, but I don't unlock that lock, because it's nothing there. And speaking of Ashley, look who jumped on. Hello, Ashley.
Hey.
But it's interesting. I see something else too. And I don't know if this is a career change that you're wanting to do, or looking into do, or somebody's asked you to do.
It could be. No one's asked.
Are you looking?
Things are feeling a little stagnant, but I'm not necessarily looking right now.
Okay, so the reason why I say this, two things. When I see a resume that tells me, that reminds you, I would go back and sharpen it up, look at it. Because the resume now these days is either your first or last shot on anything, unfortunately, right? It's not like when I was growing up, you fill out a paper application, you got an interview, and that doesn't happen today. So you do need to work on that and fix that, because you're going to be submitting that to 3 places. I don't know which 3 they are, but out of the 3 places, somebody is entertaining something for you. What do you like to do?
I'm definitely not doing what I like to do. I would like to brush up on more holistic skills, but I mean, I'm content with what I do now. I work from home, and I like it. But
Now, when you said linguistic, okay, so several things came to me when I saw. Do you like working with kids?
I'm sorry?
Do you like working with kids?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you pursued that?
No.
Well, I'm getting an indication that you need to do that. That was interesting, is when you said that word, I saw kids and I saw you, and I don't know really what you look like, but you got blonde hair, brownish hair?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's you I'm looking at then. So I have no idea, but you need to do that because it looks like it's going to probably, I'm bad with dates, ladies and gentlemen. This is July, right? In July? I'm not good with dates. Don't hold me to this. It looks like it'll be towards the end of this year, beginning of next year. So I did get validation on that. So you got plenty of time, but don't waste it. Anne?
Oh, I have here that news is definitely coming in, that she's been waiting for a message, and she is very empathic, so she needs to listen to her intuition. It does look like her news is going to be coming in. It's going to help her make this final decision, and when she does, she's going to overcome all the obstacles and anything that she feels like are challenges. It does look like here she will overcome a bittersweet situation as well, but it's all about choices. That's the main answer here, and the card here is choices. You just have to figure out exactly what you want. And when you do, you have to listen to your intuition there, okay? Because you are definitely empathic. So but you also have to listen for yourself as well for your own answers. And it does look like
Thank you.
Boom, you're gonna have a new.
I'm very indecisive.
Well, I was going to say stubborn, but
the answer's coming right there.
That too.
well, I wasn't going to embarrass you, but when you said that, I was just say stubborn. But yes, but no, I mean, you got great energy. You got a warm heart. However, as Anne was talking, I see that there has been some tribulations that you went through, relationship wise. It seems like a few years ago. You need to heal from that. And when I say stuff like that onto people, right? You can't bring things from the past into the future into the past. It doesn't work that way. And you cannot take what you've been through and grade other people by that. And it's hard not to, because we're human, right? And that's psychology, and we all do that. And we don't realize we do that until sometimes it's too late. Does that make sense what I'm telling you? Because I think you know.
Absolutely does. That is me. That is me to a T.
All right, so I'm going to stop there. Make sure and hit me up on TikTok with Anne and everybody else. Angela, you're going to come out to TikTok too and join us. You going to do that? I sent you links.
Oh, well, I know you sent me a link, but I haven't downloaded TikTok. So,
wow. Guess what? We're going to work on that. Oh, I forgot to do Peter. All right, Angela, take it away for Ashley.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first rune I got was Gabo. So Gabo means gift. This is also an exchange of energy, partnership. What I'm getting on here is a gift, but it feels like somebody is coming in to help you. And it's that partnership, and just makes a great partnership. You complement each other so well. It's like I'm actually being told somebody sees talent in you and is actually seeking you out. They noticed you. Now it's a matter of that partnership manifesting. The next rune I got is Uru. So Uru means strength. What I got is like, I feel like you need to summon your strength or your fortitude to empower yourself to make a decision. And I just see you like anxious, like, do I do this? Do I not do this? Do I do this? Do I not do this? And it's going to take strength to make that decision. But the next rune But I guess it's like, it feels like it's a positive outcome because I feel like you take the opportunity because this other person that sees this talent, you actually feel drawn to, and you feel like it's a good situation for you. So the next rune I got is Ing. So Ing ones is protection, wealth, stability, and satisfaction. I'm really getting a strong sense of satisfaction and a strong sense of stability with it. And it's like I feel like you arrive at a place where there's a lot of good balance, like that work-life balance that's really satisfying for you.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Are you a believer now, Ashley?
I definitely am.
So
Thank
one
you,
thing
everyone.
that we won't do on our channel, we will not embarrass you or bring anything up that's personal. So we do respect that. Go ahead.
That is the second time that you said that you felt that padlock, and I appreciate it.
Well, it's just uttermost respect, and I wouldn't want anything of my personal life, out there on the live channel as well. As long as you know, if you don't know, I can go further until you say, stop. I got you. Yes, I understand. But and also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting readings from pop readings from us during the shows, try to have a pen and paper with you because sometimes it may not resonate at the time that you're getting this because you're a little excited. And write it down because you may have to go back and think about it. So it does happen. Are we right, ladies?
Yes. Or you can go back and just save the video from the broadcast and then go back and watch it again.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. But Ashley, great energy. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night on TikTok, girl.
You will. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's see who's up next. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, Jessica, I didn't get your message yet. Make sure to message me. Whoever just asked me, just remember that we're on a live channel and we do have rules and regulations and sponsors. And there's certain things we cannot do: smoke, drink, consume any type of alcohol beverages. Okay, Jessica, I'll check it. And next up, let's see who we have here. Let's see here. Let's make sure she's in here. Marina. I didn't say that right. Mariana. I said it right the first time. Yes, I do apologize. Are you still in the chat? I just want to make sure before we go on. Sam Quentin, I'll talk to you on that. Yeah, okay, you are here. Angela, I'll let you start it.
Okay, so Mariana, Vancouver. So the ferns I was drawn to, the stone I was drawn to was white quartz, which is more like purity. And of course, quartz has all sorts of energy associated with it. So the first rune I get for you, this one is algae. So algae is the rune of sanctuary, protection. What I'm feeling is like you feel very, very vulnerable. Like you've just been through something very difficult and now you feel very vulnerable and very weak. And there's this need for sanctuary. This rune is telling me that you need sanctuary, that you're actually seeking it out. It's like you are looking for protection. You're looking for protection. What you can do for yourself, and that you can actually channel this rune. You can ask for help. This is algae, so you can actually look it up at line. There's something called a Galder song, and you can chant that and just ask, picture the rune in red on your person, and just ask for that energy to come through, that protection, that sanctuary to come through. And the next rune I got is Burkina. So Burkina is a rune of protection, but it's from the female. It's like motherly protection, maternal care. And I got that it feels like whoever you're going to be drawn to is somebody's going to be offering that protection, that paternal feeling protection, that motherly protection, that comfort. It feels like you need that right now. It feels like you need like a mother figure to help you. It feels like you're trying to recover from something rather traumatic when it comes to a relationship. But the next rune I have is Ansus. So Ansus is the rune of wisdom. It's also particularly speaking wisdom. like channeling, things of that nature, but also speaking with wisdom from your heart. And I'm being told that you need to pray and ask for heavenly wisdom to guide you on your next steps. It feels like this is relationship related, and that heaven is waiting for you to ask for the wisdom of what to do next. What is the wisest course or the wisest direction? And the answer is already there. All you have to do is ask for it.
Interesting. I didn't do a reading. I thought I was going to step away from the computer. Great energy you have. Very interesting. Anne has got our cards already set up. I'm gonna let her take over.
Okay, Marianne. Well, basically what I have here is for you is double tens and also the death card, which represents major changes and transformations that are happening in your life. Double tens represents to me lots of endings are happening. So you're tying things up right now. And the death card represents out with the old, in with the new. So, and it's all towards your wish, my dear. So it looks like here you're overcoming obstacles and coming out on top of the situation. And it looks like when you make these changes and you try to kind of close up that chapter, it looks like here with you, it's going to be creating more balance in your life, as well as any kind of legal situation. It looks like things are going to be changing and shifting towards something that you are wishing for. So I'm leaving that with you, hon, because it does look like here a real positive situation. A lot of changes are happening here. So just kind of go with the bumps and bruises that kind of come along with, stumbling on your path to new beginnings. But it's all kind of coming to a close and all towards your wish.
Yeah, and I'll end this with this. Quit doubting yourself and don't make decisions when people are emotional. And usually we make the wrong decision or fast decisions that, I do see that you want to change, but we also need to step back sometimes and think clearly on what direction we want to go. But you got a positive outcome coming to you. I love your energy, by the way. So fantastic. Jessica, what is the name that you sent me on Facebook? Because I don't see it, hon. Hey, Greg. I'll get with you tomorrow sometime. That's okay. Hey, Joanne. Welcome to the show. All right. Let's see who's next. Let's see here. Crystal. Put down your Reese's peanut butter cups. Got you. I see you in the background jumping. What's that song they used to say? Jump, jump, jump around.
Yeah.
Anyways, shows my age, right? All right. Well, all right, Jessica. Thank you. I'll check on Joanne. I got you, and Angela. I'll let you start with Crystal.
Crystal. Okay, Crystal. Okay, so the runes I'm picking up here, these are sort of like mixed material type runes. So let me take a look here. So the very first rune I get off of this one, this is algae. So this is sanctuary, protection. I feel like you're setting yourself up for good protection or creating a sanctuary for yourself. And it feels like it's a call for that you are going to succeed in this. I actually see a lot of blue around you, like you're setting up like a personal sanctuary, a personal calm centered space that you're working on, and that you're going to be very successful with this. The next rune I have here is Isa. So Isa is the rune of ice, but when I see this, it's either a call for patience or meditation or contemplation. What I get here is looking inward, like in meditation, looking at your thoughts, examining yourself, that contemplative type meditation where you're looking inward and you're just slowing your thoughts down, that you slow your mind down with deep breath. Take that time and that stillness. The next rune I have is Thorissos. So Thorissos this represents the thorn. It's usually boundaries, anything sharp. It can also be a warning against danger. What I get from this is to pull back a little bit and be cautious. This is not the time to be hasty, but to really slow down, really contemplate, take some deep breaths, and really try to figure things out. Stay within your boundaries and make your boundaries strong, especially your personal boundaries. So you don't want people coming in and trying to make that sanctuary theirs instead of yours.
Interesting. Crystal, did you you okay, so you did get a new position, right? So I haven't been keeping up with anything. What are some of the concerns that I'm seeing? Is it better for you? Are you happier? Hey, Joyski. Jessica, I sent you the invite, hon. It's in your mailbox. And let's see here. What are you going on a trip? Are you going to a Bigfoot trip? Oh, you did get a new job. Okay. Well, congratulations. Are you planning on doing a trip this year? Another one? Because I see you traveling. I don't know why. So tell me about that real quick. I start on the 24th. No, that's good, Crystal. Seems like you're going to be happier. What about the trip? Are you planning on going somewhere? Hey, Julie. Hey, Irene. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Irene from Japan. We are broadcasting live on her channel. Thank you, Irene. Greatly appreciate it. Nice to see Irene. All right, Crystal, I was just wanting to know. Your energy is like sporadic, and it's weird because it's usually not like you. And I was just wanting to know about that. I got to invite on. See, congratulations. So you have to tell me that behind the scenes, because I see you doing something there, and I see that's going to prosper for something else. I don't know what that is. So it's interesting. And Anne?
It's all about perspective and having faith in yourself and trusting yourself, and also your higher power that you believe in, whatever that might be. Because I do feel that you are definitely empathic as well, and you need to listen to your emotions and what they're telling you. Also, it does look like here, don't let your emotions overwhelm you and focus on the negative. You have to, it's all about focus and perspective. So if you're focusing on the negative, you're just going to create and draw in more negativity. So you have to focus on the here and now and where you want to go. It does look like here also, when you do this, when you do get the messages and you're listening to them through your empathic ability, it does look like here you will be victorious. Definitely. I don't know. Do they look like this?
Oh, no, I know why.
So
it's set for my green screens and all my fancy backdrops. I'm sorry.
So whatever, it just means here, it says here, once you figure this out, it's all about perspective. It's all about, you're going to be very victorious in what you're doing and being able to control and master what you're wanting. Also, it does look like here, there's going to be some changes happening here for you in around the time frame of, I'm going to say Scorpio as well, because you've got the cups here. So, and that's, if I'm correct, that's Scorpio time frame. Then when all these things are going to be happening for you, all these changes, which isn't too far. So you need to kind of start figuring out exactly what you want, start journaling, because they're telling you that they're talking to you and guiding you in your angels, because I'm feeling like they're talking to you in your dreams. So because they're giving me like your head's in the clouds sometimes, and you need to kind of focus, because you can get carried away in the emotion of a situation, and sometimes you just need to maybe just kind of like lick on salt or something to ground and protecting yourself as far as that energy is concerned. Because it does look like here sometimes it can create some kind of mix up and confusion in communication when you are not grounded, and because there's a lot of water around you as far as emotions are concerned. But otherwise, it looks really good. You're making decisions. You're going to feel victorious. It's all about perspective mostly.
Interesting. Yeah. So Amy, I think before I left on to Arizona, I counted 32 countries we're actually broadcasting on. A lot of the stuff you won't see on YouTube because it's other channels. and they're not listed as you're watching. I get different amounts of people that are watching right now than you all see because of the different platforms we're on. We are worldwide. That's why I say it. So, but yeah, good reading. Crystal's always fun to read. All right, let's see here. We got that one done, and let's see here. Crystal's done. John Stewart, yes, I got you in line. Denise, come up to the platform, Denise.
All right.
Yes, we can do that, hon, at your convenience. I just want to talk to you. It seems like you got some good news coming to you. All right, Denise, how you doing tonight?
All right. All right. So let's see what's going on with Denise. So I was drawn to the blue onyx runes, that stone. And the very first one I got, this is Wunyo. So Wunyo is the rune of joy, peace, victory. It's where we get the word wind from, windig in German. And this is the weather vane flying high. What I have for you, what I'm feeling from this is a lot of victory, a lot of relief, peace, and fresh start, like a really, really fresh start, like you've got a breath of fresh air that's coming for you. Next rune I got is Helgelas. So Helgelas is the rune that we have that represents the Hellstone. It's literally where we get the English word for hell from. This rune is interference, chaos, destruction. There's types of things in life that are negative and that just come out of nowhere. When I'm getting this rune, there is chaos. There is chaos trying to be managed. It feels like something is coming out of nowhere. It feels like there's interference, and there's an attempt at interference all the time. You're trying to hold it back, and you're trying to hold it back. But this rune is telling me that there is good coming out of it. That is, in the way that you manage it, it could lead to something greater, to another opportunity. And so the next rune I have is Othala. So Othala is destiny, family, DNA, inheritance. And what I'm getting off of this for you, I'm actually feel like you're trying to define what your destiny is, but it feels like you figure it out. Because this rune is telling me that it's coming, that actually the universe is trying to bring your destiny about, and it's going to be very, very obvious what it is. You'll see the setup for it. You'll see it very clearly, that you're being called to a destiny, and then you just recognize it. You see what it is, or it's right in front of you. And the chaos is that interference is part of what leads you to that.
Interesting. Denise, I always love picking up your energy. It seems like you've been up and down lately, so I don't know what's going on, but I see a lock. You know what that means. So we're going to stop there. What decisions are you trying to make this year? Just questions. Because when I see a bunch of question marks, there's questions that you have to answer. Not to me. I'm talking in your life. I'm just being nosy. That's all. So give her a second to type. Hey, Brian. Nice to see you. Yes, Brian. She ended up taking me to the emergency room. Brian was all over me because I was all over him because I've been on him about his medical. But we'll call padlock. So we'll stop there. Let's see. Hey, Melinda. Nice to see you, hon. Denise, I'm just waiting on you. Hey, Dick. Nice to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. All right, here. Give Denise a couple of seconds. John, grab you a pen and paper. You may need this. Not in a bad way, but you're next. So. All right. Oh, Denise mentions me on the side. Next person, John. Come on, up to the board. Are you still in here, John? John. Just say yes, you are. Sometimes people get drinks and Not making any decisions yet. So when I see that, Denise, it's like you have choices to make, but it seems like you are not contemplating, but you're like, if I make this decision, what's going to happen? Is this going to be a better decision? I don't know what that is. So I was just curious what was going on. But all right, John is here. All right, so this is for Denise, right?
Yes, this is for Denise.
All right, Denise, and Anne is going to read you.
Hi, Denise. I have 3 10s here for you, which shows endings are definitely happening here. You're basically kind of done. You've worked your butt off, and and you're stressed, and you've got the 9 of Swords here, which tells me you are stressing a lot. And the thing here with the 3 10s, you don't need to stress anymore. Okay, you are overcoming everything. It's a whole new change for you, hon, and towards the epitome of love and happiness. You are going to be finding the action you're taking that I have right here with the Knight is telling me that you're going to be taking solid action towards your significant niche, okay, and where you're wanting to be. And it's like going to be a whole new life, basically, just kind of stepping out in faith and just having faith in yourself and trust that you are on the right path, because where you are, it's like you're closing this chapter here, and it's good because you're moving towards positive energy, a positive energy flow materialistically and also as far as emotions are concerned. So no need to stress anymore. It's all good. Okay, hon, you just have to have a leap of faith. Just take a leap of faith and have faith in yourself and also your source.
Interesting. Welcome, lovely Diamond Jones. Nice to have you on the show. Some people call it a chicken laughter, but it's usually a clapping sound. So welcome. Nice to have you. So I do think U of L alumni with the 2 brothers. Interesting. I mean, I think you're onto something on that. All right, John. John, so what's going on in your life? Have we talked before? Because I've got a double door. Usually when I see a double door, it's like we talked. And I just want to say if we have or not. Just curious before I say anything else. Pen and paper in hand. And okay. I don't do sign language, but she thinks I do Greek, so I don't know. We'll try to relate this somehow.
He talks chicken scratch.
I never heard somebody talk chicken scratch. I can't even talk. I'm like, pork in the pig.
Denise.
I know. You're welcome, Denise. You're always a pleasure to read, and I love your energy. I really do. You're such a kind person, Denise. Yes, a little. Okay. So I don't know. Has things gotten better? Because when I see this sign, it's kind of, I don't know. I call it a Japanese sign. I don't know what it is. It seems like you're questioning things still. Are you not making the right decisions, or are you waiting for the decisions you made to manifest in what you want, or do you need to push what you want to do into a certain direction to see if it's going to change? She just gave me confirmation on it. I'm trying to learn these signs I'm getting. But anyways, it's just interesting. I see that. But I do see, I think you're on the right path. You do need to ground yourself. And this is going to sound ironic because we were just talking about this before we got on this show. And I've been hearing it since I've been to Arizona. You're not drinking enough water. So why am I telling you need to drink water? Oh. So interesting. John just shaking his head yes. So we type it. Don't tell me, type it so they know we're on the right track. And yeah. So you give them feedback. So yes, you do need to drink water. And
Salt.
Has there been activity around you in your house, like you're seeing shadows out of the corner of your eyes, and has stuff in the past moved? I'm not saying flying off the walls or anything. Like, for example, you set a car key somewhere, and then a few minutes later you go back and they're not there. They're in a different location. I'm seeing objects being moved. I don't know what this means. So if you could give me some feedback on that real quick. Yeah, you need to get grounded. So on one of my shows, I got laughed at because they do not have grass here in Arizona. I walk out in her backyard, it's damn rocks and mud. Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks, John. But people don't see you shake your head. I can sometimes. So that's why I said just type it. But also, who passed in the past 3 to 5 years? Because I'm not good with this is your mom on your dad's side, brother, aunt. I'm not good with that. I'll be honest with you. Tequila isn't water. I know that. I don't drink tequila. I'm drinking lime or lemon water. Yeah, that's why she's. Oh, I'm a little slow too. Let's see here. So just give me some confirmation, yes or no, on this the activity, and I just want to know who has passed. Your father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually, if it's a father, usually it would come through as a strong, like I'm dad. You know, this is. I'm going to bend my rules a little bit on this. I'm going to go past this padlock. Do you feel things could have been better? Because it seems like that there's some regrets on his side that maybe he didn't say enough to you over the years. Just say yes or no. You know, give me big detail. Hey, Carol. Hey, Val. Now, Crystal, I'll take pictures of her backyard. Then she's got these horny toads that will kill you. Did I say horny toads?
You did. You said
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
John Stewart says over a year, yes.
so I see this, and I usually don't talk about it, but I think he's trying to tell you something, that he wished he had said some things before he passed, and it seems like he regrets it, okay? So I don't know what that is, and we're not going to dive into that because I'm not going to get emotional on camera because I don't do that. However, he is with you, and he's trying to get your attention. So are you just not believing what you're seeing? Is that what it is, or you just blowing it off? I know, a little twist. I didn't mean to say that. And when I said that, I just looked at the camera. I was like, did I just really said that? But no, these toads they're poisonous toads. I'm not joking. Her dogs went to the vet. Hey, Kayla, I see you backstage. I'll be right with you. All right, John. Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. Okay. So, reassurance. You shut the door. Was your dad short? Not short as in like 5'2". I'm talking like he'll say something, that's it. He wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to the store. You need to do this. Huh?
Yes, he was, according to John. Yeah.
All right. So that is the type of demeanor I've got because when I say shut the door, once I told you what he wanted said, he's gone. I mean, where I'm at in my head, but he's not gone where you're at. Anyways, Anne, what do you got?
I got rest and recuperation, hon. You need to definitely rest. I feel like things are overwhelming you a little bit too much, and I think you need to start learning from the experiences that you've had and take those lessons and move forward, because it's what looks like it's going to be happening. You don't see it yet because the movement is definitely there, which means sometimes it's fear that's holding us back, but at the same time it's it hasn't happened, it's unknown, but it's going to be coming in around time frame of Libra. There's going to be somebody around you with the initial of an MNAT, possible initial, that's going to be kind of like helping you deal with the emotions that you've been kind of holding in. And it says here, because like you're always in your mind, always analytical, always trying to like stuff the emotional stuff behind. Yes, you do need to drink water, but also at the same time, it's saying here, get in touch with your emotions. And also at the same time, if you don't take care of yourself, Source will make sure you do.
I'm a firm believer in that because I've been humble. So, Angela, we'll let you do one on him real quick.
Okay. So the first room I got, this is death and regeneration. So I'm getting from this rune, like you're going through your literal death, but you, in a sense that you've gone through a lot, dramatic change in your life, obviously with you losing your father. But I don't feel like you've moved past it yet, that you've given yourself permission to heal, to regenerate. And this rune is telling me to let go of that and to embrace moving forward, which within that death and regeneration, this rune is all about releasing you from the fear of facing the worst, like facing your emotions, facing that. This rune is what it's here for. And actually, one of the properties of this rune is to release you of the fear of death and feel darkness and feel the worst. And so that you can move past it and begin healing. So this rune is saying that you're stuck and you need to move past this. Give yourself permission to heal. The next rune I got is Iwas. So Iwas is a journey, and it's usually a journey or partnership. What I'm picking is actually picking up not only your father, but there's two other spirits who are with you as well. I keep picking up, they're trying to move you past this point, this past of grief, and get you to a place where you feel more whole and more happy and freer. The two other spirits besides your father, I'm getting, there is two females also with your father, and they are relatives. And I'm trying to ascertain how long ago they passed. One feels smaller to me, and the other one feels taller. I know that sounds strange, but there's two females with him as well, two female spirits. Okay, so one of them feels really young, and it feels like maybe something from, yeah, one of them feels younger, feels shorter, smaller, feels childlike, and then there's like somebody who had died very young in your family, a female, but this is going generations back. And then I'm feeling,
He's giving me confirmation, yes.
Okay.
Sister and grandmother.
Okay. And then the other one's the older one. Okay. Yeah. So the two females are there. They are, how can I put this? When I feel them together, particularly the females, it's just like a joy for them to be around. They're just like, they're worried about you. They're concerned about you. They want you to move forward. And they're asking you to listen to them because they're there to comfort. They said we've lived this life. We've been through this. And we're here for you. We're still supporting you. Just because, we're not in body anymore doesn't mean that we're not here for you. I feel like they've both have crossed over and come back with wisdom for you, and they're trying to pass that on. So please be open. And when you begin this healing process, you release that grief and those emotions. You begin to feel them more, especially the females coming through with guidance and with comfort for you, because they're there to help you through this. The next rune I got is Nadis. So Nadis is the rune of sort of restriction, necessity. It's also going to be the rune of love, romance, and things of that nature. But it can also feel like suffocation. I also pull this up for people that are really stressed out because it feels like a tight band around the chest, and it's how it's described in runic poetry. For Nadis, I'm getting the feeling of need, like deep need, and there's a deep need that you're not addressing. It feels emotional. It feels like there's a yearning there that you're not acknowledging, and it feels like a need to grieve to me. What it feels like that needs to be released. And this rune is telling me that to focus on your necessities, just focus on these necessities right now, but your emotions. It's like put the most complex things aside and just work with your emotions, work with getting those emotions released so you can move on, and then focus on the necessities. Once your emotions are gone, just get through with that. You'll be able to move on, do what you need to, in a very practical sense. But at this, once you get these emotions out, things are going to get easier for you. Till then, you're going to have like this stumbling block. It feels like a tightness around the chest. it feels like stuff has been pushed down and it needs to come out. It's needed to come out. That's what this Noddies is telling me. And Noddies is telling me once you focus on getting those emotions out, of course, just make sure you keep, take care of your basic stuff, your basic needs, but make sure to deal with these emotions and get those released, because Noddies is saying we want to help you to move on with this, because this rune is healing from that distress.
He's getting confirmation he understands completely. Thanks, John. I greatly appreciate that. You got great energy. However, you need to forgive some things that you need to get off your heart, and that will lift a lot of weights off your shoulder. But thank you, John, so much. All right, so next up, and it is, let's see, where'd she just go?
Yeah, it's right here.
Annette. All right, Annette. So the first thing I did when I got on you is I thought it was me. I got a little emotional distress. And when I say that, I got nauseated. Now, I'm not feeling up to power. However, when I validated, I got it again. And that's reflecting off your energy. And so we need to do something about things in life. But I'll tell you this. Birds of the feather flock together, right? And I use that analogy a lot, not only in law enforcement, but also dealing with people that need things spiritually help with, and dealing with life situations. And sometimes we need to remove ourselves from that circle. You understand where I'm coming from? Let me get down here in the comments. Yes, okay. And on one of the shows, Annette, it showed that not only stress, but also anxiety also leads to different forms of the C word. And I was astonished about that, because I'm a cancer survivor as well since 2019, and I have to do yearly tests, and I get blood work done every 90 days because the type of cancer I have, it comes back in the lungs. So we don't need any of that stuff in you. It seems like that you had a great light in you. When I say a light, it talks about how a person shines. I'm getting these images as you were younger, you were joyful. And as you got older, things change. I see 2 padlocks. So that tells me you know what I'm talking about. Am I right? Let's wait for confirmation on that. Kayla, I'll be right with you, hon. I'm full of, okay, yeah. So I not only do I see that, I also feel that, and it's horrible, and no, you don't need to feel that way. But there seems like there is a person, I'm not going to name who she is. I won't. You know who I'm talking about, that you need to have a tough conversation with. And I think that you have been wanting to, it seems like. But why are you afraid of? I know. Okay, you know? Okay, I figured you would. So you need to deal with that in your own time. I cannot tell you how to or when. But when you deal with this person, think about what you will say and how you will say it, not in the tone you will say it. Now listen to what I just said and the words I use. It's very important. I like to articulate things because a lot of people can say things that I say is rude. I don't raise my voice. I don't scream or holler. Just because I have a conversation that somebody does not like does not make me mean or rude. If I'm talking to you like this, no. When I used to take complaints on officers, I would do the same thing. So we need to deal with that. But this is funny. I'm getting the water. And I laugh. The reason why I laugh at that, I've been hearing that ever since I got to Arizona and before I got to Arizona. So, yeah. And why am I not? She won't listen. Well, that's why you're going to have to deal with this a certain way. Remember, think about what I said and how I said it and the words I used. That's what you need to do on dealing with this person. And I'm not going to elaborate on that. Why am I telling you about water? What do you drink a lot of? That was a bad question. You're not drinking enough water. Is that correct? A cool cop. Hey, I played Super Troopers when I was on duty. That messed people up. I'm not gonna lie. You never seen Super Troopers?
I've seen Super Troopers. Yeah.
Yeah, you never seen Super Troopers?
Might have. I don't watch TV much.
Let's go. Anyways, happy birthday, Annette. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was your birthday. So why are you excited, but you're also down about it? Hey, Milda, nice to see you, hon. Where have you been, girl? Oh, I guess I haven't been around either, to be truthful. So, hey, Paranormal Pixie, welcome to the show. A classic, right, Ashley? Oh, man, yeah. Because the kids were like, did he just really just say "paka"? Or, anyways, no. My laptop is messing up. That's all right, and we'll just blame that on energy. However it may be, I think you know where I'm coming from and where direction I'm going into. And I'm going to stop there. May God be with you. And things will work out, but you're going to have to do it in a professional manner. What about water? Yeah, you're not drinking enough. What are you consuming? I get nosy because I see images. I don't know what it means. So I'm trying to put it what somebody's telling me to tell you, but also I'm trying to learn the images that I am getting so I know on the next read, oh, well, this means this because somebody else got it, so I know what to go by. Oh, I'm sorry, Paranormal Pixie, your fur babies are sick. Hope they get feeling better. Well, you didn't have to put that. I mean, so that's why I got the Tennessee Whiskey song. I didn't know why that was playing in my head, but I didn't anyways. All right, Anna, what you got?
Annette, it says here you are stressing, hon, and you're kind of feeling, very a little distraught, and the stress is definitely affecting your health here, hon. So you really need to kind of make a decision because it's all about choice here. You're learning, so you've become enlightened by something. You're learning something here, hon. But also at the same time, no matter what you learn and what you hear about, it's saying here it's all about decisions and what you decide. It's choice right here. You always have a choice, Annette, and this choice is saying here basically once you make that decision, Annette, about whatever you're stressing about, whatever this is, whether it be your health, a life situation, whatever you are stressing about, because it's not just one thing. It's telling you you've got like 3 different things that you were stressing about, and it's saying here there's no need to stress. Okay, it's all about choices. And if there's and if you were enlightened about something, there's always an education. You can educate yourself about whatever this is that's stressing you out. And you need to start to, they're giving me the sign of the cornucopia. And that symbol for me is you can fix whatever you're dealing with, stress, illness, whatever this is. You can start to heal your body by just consuming only healthy foods and a certain diet and eliminating certain things. So it's all about the actions that you're taking. So you just got to figure out exactly what you need in order, the steps you need to take in order to move forward successfully with what your decision is. Make a decision though, and you can't just sit here and stress over it. You have to make a decision. You have a choice. You can sit there and stress and not get better, or you can move forward and make the changes that you need to make. Educate yourself. Take out the sugars. Take out the grains. Take out the alcohol. Whatever it is that you're doing that is going to feed whatever this illness is. So start filling yourself with healing foods. Think of aloe, ace-mannan. Our body naturally produces ace-mannan. When it starts to stop producing ace-mannan, and then that's when we can start getting sick. Also, sugar creates and feeds inflammation. So start finding where maybe if you have inflammation, you start using beet supplements. Do not eat the beet in itself necessarily because that's basically full of sugar as well. So, but what beets do, when the supplement is, it's saying here, it will help it's an anti-inflammatory, so it will help with inflammation. Aloe, definitely aloe is it's very healing. So start drinking that and consuming that as well. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so you can just take this with a grain of salt. But it is saying here you are definitely stressing over something that you really don't need to, because it's saying here you just have a choice, and it's up to you to make the decision. And when you do make this decision, educate yourself and start taking action. And I'll leave that with you, and I hope that helps.
Angela, how do people find you and get hold of you, dear?
Go to my Facebook page. It's Angela Bowley, Psychic Portrait Artist is my Facebook page. And of course, I have an image of my Facebook page of this beautiful, smaller painting in the middle for my profile, a little angel. And of course, this beautiful peacock and a woman in the background. That was a spirit portrait I did. But it's Angela Bowley, Psychic Portrait Artist. I'm on Facebook. I also have a link from my Facebook to my website as well. And you can just message me there on Facebook or comment on one of my paintings, and I'll definitely reach out to you.
And Ane, how do people find you?
Ane.org. That's ONAE.org, O-R-G.
And Kaylee, if you're listening, I'm going to reach out to you here in a minute. I'm going to get a refill of water. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you join us or join me tomorrow night on TikTok. I'll try to post the time I will be going on. What is tomorrow? Tuesday? I have to stop thinking. This time zone is killing me. But I'll get it out there. So it's going to be a little bit later. Maybe I'll do it earlier. But I'll figure something out. And my old saying that somebody always says, really? Yes. From coast to coast, around the world, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you on the flip side. Godspeed. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.